When me and Morten went to Fort Lauderdale with the Discovery Channel, I just knew I had to hook up with my dear friend Captain Jeff. He's an urban angler and there's no one catching more fish or bigger fish than him down there. Inshore or offshore, that's for sure.
Running that dog down here in Fort Lauderdale with Captain Jeff. We're looking for tarpon and big jackrabbels today. I got Robert and Morten with me. They come all the way from Sweden down here to run that dog. We're down here in Fort Lauderdale in the New River, and we see if we can't get a big fish.
Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog.
Right in this section of the river here, we did some TV shows with Bill Dance. They were real successful TV shows, but there were so many fish in here at the time. I think the first day I fished with them, we went about 0 for 20 before we got a nice fish to the boat. The fish were just everywhere. We just couldn't quite get one to the boat.
Where are we going, Jeff?
We're going west. We're going into the freshwater. We're going to try to get the fish way up in the freshwater. That's where all the big fish are hanging out right now. The water temperature is about 3 or 4 degrees warmer up here. And as soon as we get into that warm water, we should start seeing a bunch of fish. We got good bait already. If we can get them to eat, I think we'll have a pretty good day.
Tell me about Happy Bait. What's Happy Bait?
Happy Bait. Happy Bait's a real fun time of year down here. Come August, September, and October, we get these huge schools of bait. They migrate in from the north. Everybody can get bait. Everybody's running around happy. Everybody's all fired up. Everybody's got their 5-gallon buckets and their cast nets. They're trying to run that dog, and they're just enjoying Happy Bait. Right now, we always got Happy Bait because we can catch bait, but everybody else is struggling out there. Bait gets real tough in the winter, and not that many people are happy. When August comes back around, we'll be back at Happy Bait time. Right now, I'm going to show you how to run the dog. What you do is you hold the line like you're getting ready to cast. So hold the rod like that, like you're getting ready to cast. And you see your bait out there. You see it? You're making that little V-wave, right, China?
Yeah, there, yeah.
All right, now what'll happen is the fish will swim underneath it. They'll come up, and they'll eat it coming up, like this here. They'll eat it coming up. So when he eats it, you point the rod at him, and you let your hand go.
I feed him.
Yeah, so what happens, you want the fish to turn down and away from you, and then you just start reeling. It's a circle hook. It'll catch him right in the side of the mouth.
Okay.
If you do everything perfect, you get about 50% of the strikes will be hookups. If you mess up, it'll be like maybe 1 in 10. You're just kind of getting lucky. Yeah. Make sure it's the big fish and not your bait, because your bait will start jerking and you let it go. If you let it go, the bait takes off and the fish sometimes doesn't want to chase it.
Okay.
But the main thing is your bait will get nervous, and you watch. When you see the fish come up and eat it, you'll see the slack in your line, the bow in your line will start to go. Before it gets tight on your finger, let it go.
Okay.
If he feels you, or it gets tight,
It's too late.
it's too late. Just start reeling, and maybe you get a hook in him.
Yeah.
You know, because if he feels you, he's going to come up and shake and jump. So at that point, you might as well just try to get the hook in him. Capiche?
Capiche.
When you're fighting a tarpon, especially at the beginning, it's a lot more finesse than it is, you know, strength or any type of brawn. You pull hard on the fish while he's freaking out and he's jumping, and you're giving a lot of pressure on the fish. He's going to break something. He's going to break the line. He'll break the hook. He'll break the leader. Something bad's going to happen. So what you want to do is, when the fish first gets on, he's going to take some runs. He's going to do some jumps. When you see that fish come out of the water, you got to give him a little bit of line. You got a 4 to 6 foot fish coming out of the water, just freaking out like that. So if you're pulling on the line, something bad's going to happen.
If you find a spot where your bait gets really nervous, you can be sure there's a predator nearby.
These guys came halfway around the world. They want to do real tarpon fishing. Don't put them in this place, dude. This is a sucker spot here. And the guys want to go back to Sweden with some stories to tell them whatever. Go to the good spots where the real fish are.
Dude, this is the good spot.
Okay. Growing up with Jeff was pretty good because he's always had a boat as long as I can remember. Since we were 12, 13 years old, he was the guy that had the boat. So on weekends or summer or whatever, we'd be out here on the river just fishing every night. And started working, became adults and everything. We were able to fish a lot less, but we still came out here on the nights and the weekends. And I'd have to say altogether, we've put in well over 100,000 hours out here fishing, and that's why Jeff's the best now. And you can see by the videos and the pictures and everything that's online, nobody catches bigger fish down here, and nobody catches more fish. He's really the best.
It's up against the sun. It's very
There he is. Yeah, that fight's pretty good, though.
What's on?
You got a nice Jack Crevalle. That's a fun fish on light tackle. We get a lot of those when we're fishing for tarpon. They call them canal tunas, Jack Crevalles, jacks, Crevalles, yellowtail jacks, horse-eyed jacks. You got your jack right, John. Let me turn the boat for you.
I can see it in the walls now. I don't see the video. Ah, I see it.
Crevalles or Jack Crevalles or horse-eyed jacks. These can be found by the thousands in this river, and it is a fun fish to catch.
Circle hooks are the way to go because, for one, it hooks the fish right in the mouth. Especially these urban fish, we like to take good care of them. I reckon I catch them when they're 20 pounds, then I'll catch them when they're 40 pounds, then I'll catch them when they're 60 pounds. And a circle hook, we're able to let them go real nice. Doesn't get all down in their throat and everything. Also, the beginning, the novice, the guy that's not real used to fishing, he doesn't have to be, do everything perfect to get a good hook in the fish.
These fish here are pretty well adapted to the urban surroundings. There's a lot of boat traffic here, both pleasure boaters, commercial, and fishing guys like us. And some of these fish are 75 years old in here, so they're used to it. They've seen everything, and we got a pretty quiet 4-stroke motor. They come right up to the boat. They're not scared at all.
Come on, run that dog.
This place is called Tarpon Bend. Jeff caught his first 100-pound tarpon here at the age of 11.
Come on, run that
I
dog.
got the Swedes out here with me today. I got Robert and Morten. Martin's got a nice jack on. Decent fish. I got him on 12-pound test, so he's having a good time with them. The tarpon are all over the damn place. They're coming up and they're sniffing on our baits, and they just won't do what they're supposed to do. But I think if we can quit playing around, it's just a matter of time before we get a shot at one.
This is South Florida. This is what we do. These are big jacks. Maybe the bull shark will get them.
They will?
Maybe. Be careful.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There you Jack. Nice jack, bro. Nice jack.
In winter, it's not easy catching fish here. We knew that. And come summertime, you have to share this river with tourists, pleasure boaters, and other fishermen.
So what'll happen is that fish will come up behind that bait, right? And the bait will take off to one direction or the other, and then the fish will take that angle and eat them.
That's running the dog.
Running the dog.
I get it. Fishing these waters is a very special experience. Beside from big tarpons and big jacks, you can also find huge manatees and a couple of very aggressive bull sharks.
Tarpon. Find him, come on, find him.
No.
Is he there?
No.
Yeah.
Is it there?
I don't know. Talk to me.
I lost him.
No.
I fucking lost him.
All right, put it back up.
Oh.
That's about a 35, 40 pounder right yonder.
The sun goes down over the new river and we call it quits. Both me and Morten caught a lot of jacks today, but you know how it is. The only thing we were talking about, and the only thing that counts, are the tarpons we lost. There's absolutely no doubt that Jeff knows what he's doing. Just watch his videos on YouTube. I'm going down to see Jeff again soon. There's a big ass tarpon out there with my name on it.
We got out there, we saw a bunch of big fish, saw some tarpon, got in some jack crevalles. It was fun having them on the boat today, showing them how to run that dog down here Fort Lauderdale style.
Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog. Yeah, run that dog. Come on, run that dog.